All right, mates, I'm glad you're here. We've got some cracking good findings to share. So, grab yourself a bevy and let's go. In the Beatles' song Strawberry Fields Forever, if you play the ending backward, some people believe they can hear John Lennon saying, "I buried Paul," which fueled rumours that Paul McCartney had died and been replaced by an imposter. The moral? Don't always believe what you hear, especially if the truth seems a little backward. The first professional athlete to earn $1 million salary was baseball player Nolan Ryan, who signed a $1 million per year contract with the Houston Astros in 1979. Believe it or not, Velcro was inspired by nature. Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral came up with the idea after noticing how burrs stuck to his dog's fur during a walk in the woods. Yes, even our pets can inspire great innovations. Well-known author J.K. Rowling made a decision to use the pseudonym Robert Galbraith to publish her crime fiction series, Cormoran Strike. Why? It's simple, really. She wanted to release the books without the immense pressure and expectations tied to her famous Harry Potter series. All right, you lassies, listen up. Imelda Marcos, the former First Lady of the Philippines, became infamous for her extensive shoe collection. When the Marcos family fled the Philippines in 1986, over 1,000 pairs of her shoes were left behind, symbolizing the excesses of her husband's regime. 1,000. Can you imagine? The ever-popular Slinky toy was invented by naval engineer Richard James in 1943 when he accidentally knocked a tension spring off a shelf and watched it gradually walk itself downward rather than falling hard and fast to the floor.
Before the popular streaming service Netflix, Reed Hastings founded Pure Software, a company focused on troubleshooting software, which he sold for $750 million in 1997. Interestingly, though, his idea for Netflix came from a $40 late fee he incurred from a video rental. All right, ladies, this one's for you. The use of perfume dates back to ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt. Cleopatra was known for her love of fragrance and used it to seduce both Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Did you know that Pablo Picasso was not only a painter but also a sculptor, ceramicist, stage designer, poet, and playwright? His versatility contributed to his prolific career, producing over 50,000 artworks and pieces. The world's first fashion magazine, Le Mercure Galant, was published in France way back in 1672. It provided information on the latest trends and styles in Paris and set the trend for fashion magazines today. Despite his fame for painting the Sistine Chapel ceiling, Michelangelo considered himself a sculptor first and foremost. It's been said that he took on the massive painting project reluctantly. Jeans were invented by Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis in 1873 as durable workwear for miners during the California Gold Rush. Their practicality and ruggedness made them an enduring fashion staple. I love jeans and couldn't imagine life without them personally.
During concerts, the rock band Pink Floyd often used an inflatable pig as a stage prop. During a photo shoot for their Animals album, the pig accidentally broke free and flew over London, causing havoc and leading to the temporary closure of Heathrow Airport. What a sight! Can you imagine? In tonal languages like Mandarin Chinese and many African languages, the pitch or tone in which a word is spoken can change its meaning entirely. For example, the Mandarin word ma can mean mother, hemp, horse, or scold, depending on the tone, pitch, or inflection. Fascinating. Did you know that Agatha Christie, still even today, is the best-selling novelist of all time with over 2 billion copies of her books sold worldwide. She also holds the record for the longest-running play, The Mousetrap, which opened in 1952 and is still performed today. You techie anoraks out there might already know this, but the name Bluetooth comes from a 10th century Scandinavian king, Harald Bluetooth, who famously unified Denmark and Norway. The technology aims to unite devices, much like the King United Regions. Any rockers out there know this one? Led Zeppelin's name came about after Keith Moon of The Who joked that the band, in their beginnings, would go down like a lead balloon. The spelling was altered to LED to avoid mispronunciation. Wicked clever, if I must say. The use of eyeliner dates back to ancient Egypt, where both men and women used a substance called kohl to protect their eyes from the sun and to ward off evil spirits. So men, eyeliner, now you have another excuse, just saying. Those were brilliant. Don't you agree? We love the work it takes to get these sorted for you. Do us a favour and like this video and share it with a friend. Cheers.